child kidnapping case that shook the nation, the vanishing on Willow Creek. It was a quiet Sunday morning in the small town of Brookhaven, nestled just outside Chicago. The sun was barely up when 8-year-old Lily Morrison vanished from her backyard. Her bicycle lay on its side, wheels still spinning. Her mother, Claire, had only turned her back for a moment, long enough to pour orange juice and call her inside for breakfast. By the time she stepped out again, Lily was gone. Within an hour, the entire neighborhood erupted into chaos. Police cars, news vans, and volunteers filled the narrow street. "Children don't just disappear here," one officer muttered, staring at the empty swing swaying in the breeze. But the strangest detail wasn't what they found. It was what they didn't. No footprints, no signs of struggle, and no witnesses who saw anything at all. Detective Marcus Hale, a seasoned investigator known for solving cold cases, arrived by noon. He'd seen kidnappings before, but something about this felt wrong. Too clean, too quiet. The only clue was a crumpled note tucked into Lily's backpack, found behind a hedge near the fence line. It read, "She's not the first. She won't be the last." By evening, the FBI joined the search. Every minute felt heavier than the last. Claire Morrison was interviewed on live television, her voice trembling. "Please, whoever has my daughter, bring her home." Meanwhile, Detective Hale combed through security footage from nearby stores. Nothing. But then, at 9:42 a.m., a camera from a traffic light 2 blocks away captured a black van idling for exactly 4 minutes near the Morrison house. The plates were missing, the driver's face obscured by a cap. When officers traced the van's last known direction, it led to a remote warehouse near the edge of town, abandoned for years. Hale ordered a full search, heart pounding. As officers broke the padlock and pushed open the heavy metal doors, the smell of dust and gasoline filled the air. In the corner, beneath a single flickering bulb, sat Lily's red backpack and a row of photographs pinned to the wall. Each one showed a different missing child. And in the center, a new photo had just been added. It was Lily, the warehouse of faces. Detective Marcus Hale stood frozen in that cold, silent warehouse. The wall of photographs glared back at him. Faces of missing children from across the country. Dozens of them. He recognized some from old case files, some from posters that still hung in police stations years later. But the newest one, Lily Morrison, sent a chill crawling up his spine. Each photo was marked with a small number in red ink. Lily's was 47. Forensics teams swarmed the scene, bagging evidence and dusting surfaces. No fingerprints. No footprints. Whoever had been there knew exactly what they were doing. Hale noticed something else. A faint humming sound behind partition wall. When they pried it open, they found a small recording device still running. It had been recording for more than 72 hours. The audio was faint but clear enough to make his stomach tighten. A man's voice, calm, educated, almost rehearsed. "You can't protect them all, detective. Some disappear because people look the other way." The tape cut off abruptly. That night, Hale sat in his office, replaying the message over and over. He was missing something. He ordered a background check on the property owner. An LLC registered under a shell company based in Delaware. But when the results came in, the name on the document stopped him cold. Gregory Miles, a retired police captain, and Hale's former mentor. At dawn, Hale drove straight to Miles' lake house 2 towns over. The old man answered the door, looking tired but unsurprised. "I figured you'd come," Miles said quietly. "You're chasing ghosts, Marcus. Some cases aren't meant to be solved." Hale stepped inside anyway. On the mantel, among fishing trophies and old photographs, was a framed picture of Miles shaking hands with federal agents. And in the reflection of the glass, a familiar object caught Hale's eye. The same model of recording device found in the warehouse. "Where's Lily?" Hale demanded. Miles didn't answer. He simply looked past him, out the window toward the lake. "If you go any deeper into this, Marcus, you'll end up like the rest." Outside, a car engine started. The same black van. By the time Hale ran to the driveway, the van was gone, disappearing into the fog. But on the ground where it had been parked lay a fresh photograph, still wet from rain. This time it wasn't a child. It was Detective Marcus Hale, the truth buried beneath. Rain hammered against the windshield as Detective Marcus Hale drove through the fog, chasing the van that had just vanished minutes before. His headlights sliced through the mist, revealing faint tire tracks leading toward an old and used bridge near the outskirts of town. Every instinct screamed at him to stop, but Lily's face, the terror in her eyes from that photograph, pushed him forward. When he reached the bridge, the van was parked halfway across, engine running, doors wide open. The driver's seat was empty. Hale approached slowly, his footsteps echoing on the wet concrete. Then he saw it, a flash drive taped to the steering wheel. Written on it in marker, "Play me." He plugged it into his car's laptop. A video appeared, grainy, low-quality footage from an interrogation room. Sitting across from an unseen interviewer was Gregory Miles, his mentor. Miles' voice was calm, almost resigned. "We built something we couldn't control," he said. "A network. Families paid to make problems disappear. Custody disputes, scandals, debts. They didn't take children at random, Marcus. They took those no one would come looking for." Hale's pulse quickened as the camera panned to a corner of the room. There, standing quietly in the shadows, was a man with a scar along his jawline. The same figure who'd appeared on the old warehouse footage days before. Miles looked straight at the lens. "He's the one you should be after. But by the time you find him, he'll already have your name." The screen went black. Behind him, a car door slammed. Hale spun around. No one. Only the faint sound of footsteps retreating into the fog. On the ground lay another photograph, fresh and wet. Lily Morrison, alive, sitting in the back of a car, holding a newspaper with today's date. The headline read, "Detective missing amid nationwide child trafficking probe." Hale's breath caught. Someone had leaked the case and turned it into a spectacle. Within hours, his badge would mean nothing. The man in the shadows had already erased him. When the sun rose the next morning, the van was gone. The bridge was empty. But pinned to the rail with a single rusted nail was a note. "Case 48 complete. On to the next." And from that day forward, Brookhaven never spoke Lily Morrison's name again. Because some cases aren't solved. They're buried.